Hello and welcome to Simply Greg Sir EV. You join us again here at Everything Electric South in Farnborough, and behind us we have the 2025 Ford Explorer EV and 2025 Ford Capri EV. These are two EVs that are European market only, and we will not see these in North America, even though I think Ford is quite wrong. So let's get into it. We'll go tour the Explorer and the Capri and we'll see what's what. Come along. So you join us at the Ford Go Electric Pavilion here at Everything Electric, and we have the 2025 Ford Explorer EV, and we also have the Ford Capri. We'll touch on the Capri in just a moment. So for those not familiar with the Explorer, insanely popular nameplate for Ford, a very important nameplate for Ford. It basically started the SUV revolution, if you want to call it that, in the United States. But this one here is being sold all electric here in Europe. It's built actually on the Volkswagen MEB platform, so ID4, ID5, ID7. It's built on VW's EV platform. This one here at the show is currently rear-wheel drive, 77 kilowatt hour spec, so single motor. These are listing here for almost £50,000, so quite expensive. I think this looks absolutely great. This was just launched. These were launched a few weeks ago. I've seen a few driving on the road, not many. It looks absolutely great. I think this would sell extremely well in the United States and Canada. I don't know why Ford doesn't want to build this in the US. Their whole EV electrification strategy has gone really out the window. Again, looks great. Does not look like an ID4 at all. Ford did their own interior, their own body work on it. We'll just cover here the body outside. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look in the back. Power tailgate. Again, plenty of space back here. What's in here? Your charging cables, lots of space. This is being sold only in Europe, is my understanding. They have no interest in bringing this to North American market. Built in Germany, Volkswagen MEB platform. Let's go have a look at the interior. Absolutely beautiful, this interior. As I said, Ford kind of did their own thing here with the interior. Nothing really is Volkswagen. Maybe some of the motors and switchgear behind the door. Door card looks really solid. It doesn't feel like a Ford in here. Look at the steering wheel, nice. Very nice steering wheel, nice and small, beautiful switchgear. You have your screen up here. This does look a bit Volkswagen, if I'm honest with you. You have your nice screen here that moves up and down, but unlocks and moves up and down. How cool is that? That's freaking cool. You have your B&O sound system as well. This one here is in rear-wheel drive, 77 kilowatt hour. They also have an all-wheel drive, not here on display is my understanding. They did the tactile buttons in here as well. Let's get out and have a look at the back. Let's have a look at the driver's seat. Nice. It doesn't feel like a North American Ford product at all. Let's have a look at the back. Paint quality seems very high quality. Build quality looks absolutely great. Here we are in back. Lots of space back here. You have your USB-C, lots of space, flat floor, nice glass roof on here. Everything feels super high quality in here. This is a thing with Ford. Ford in Europe has always kind of done their own thing separately from the North American divisions. I absolutely think this looks great. This would sell out. This would sell so well in the United States and Canada. These would be everywhere. And I know I keep saying it in these videos, the EV space here is huge. You have so much diversity, you have so many different options, even from manufacturers we have back at home. Looks great. Ford Explorer, all electric. I don't think we need to cover it anymore. You can search it up, a couple different trim options. We'll go over the card. It looks absolutely great. Here, 77 kilowatt hour rear-wheel drive. So they are doing an all-wheel drive version of this as well. Again, on the front. It doesn't look like anything else in the EV space at home. And here we come to the Ford Capri. Extremely controversial EV, extremely controversial vehicle. The Capri here in the UK basically carries the same weight as the Mustang does back in the United States and Canada when they called this a Mustang. The same controversy is hitting here. I guess people have long memories. The Capri holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts. Again, Volkswagen MEB platform. I kind of like this platform sharing. it frees up a lot of resources to focus on other stuff. You get costs cut down. We'll come around here. It's pretty busy around the Capri. Looks good back here. I love this design element. If you are familiar with Capris, you have this nice round element on the rear window, very Capri. Come back here again, you have the almost teardrop lights, again, very famous Capri. As I said, very controversial. They launched this here, 4-door. It's roughly the same size as a Volkswagen ID.5, I would say. Tons of controversy. I keep saying it. Capri here is like a Mustang is back home. There are some things that you do and you don't do. I don't understand the big deal. Bringing back old nameplates is cool. It makes everyone happy. We'll come around again. This is sitting on 21s, actually. This is sitting on 21s. I'm not too sure of the specs on this one. I would say very similar to what the Explorer has and what an ID.4 has or ID.5 in terms of battery capacity. Again, it looks really good. Looks really good here up front. I think they did a good styling job on it. There's a lot of restrictions in place, crash testing problems in place these days, which kind of restricts styling. Kind of has that Polestar 2 vibe going on, as we've mentioned. Let's go have a look at the back. We'll open up the back. As I said, very popular car here. There's a lot of people around it. I think this is a bit bigger than the Explorer in back, but roughly all the same stuff. Same storage areas, nice lift back on it. Very similar to a VW ID.5. Let's get in the Capri. Actually, this one here is left-hand drive. Let's get in on the other side. We'll get in over here on the Capri. Ford people are very nice here. The Ford people are very nice. Again, very similar interior to what we saw on the Explorer. Actually, I think they pretty much carried over the entire interior into here. There might be some Capri specific skins, but this is the exact same interior as the Explorer. This is built on the same platform, Volkswagen MEB, so I understand why they did that. No news if they're doing a Capri RS version of this. That would be awesome. That would be full Explorer at this point, or a rebodied ID.4 or ID.5. Super cool. Let's see some of the functionalities. I wonder if there's anything different here. Charging. Let's see what we got here. Let's get the radio off before we get demonetized. Vehicle seems okay. It seems pretty quick, the screen on here. Vehicle status, service position, service, blah blah blah, all of that. Let's see what if there's navigation enabled in here. Navigation screen is nice and quick, nice and responsive. Very cool. I think they sorted out the software problems at Volkswagen and Ford, or whoever's doing theirs, and that's all sorted out. Let's get out of here. As a Falcon 9 comes into land, as a Dassault comes into land. That's awesome. As I said, Capri, basically here the Capri is the Mustang as we have back home. When they called this the Mustang Mach-E, even though I think they should just name it Mach-E at this point, a lot of controversy, and there's still people that are quite upset that this is a Mustang back home, even though it totally deserves the Mustang name. If that thing drives great, that's a lot of fun. But completely different platforms again. So this side here is its own thing. These two are built on MEB. So again, a lot of weird cross-platform sharing going on at Ford. Maybe it was a homologation issue here in Europe and they wanted just to cut some costs and buy the Volkswagen tech, which is fine, it's understandable. But to have two different platforms of vehicles that are kind of doing the same thing kind of doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. But super cool to see anyways. I absolutely love this Explorer. My mom had an Explorer in very similar color, very similar spec, almost with the black interior, the burgundy color. Super cool to see. So it kind of brings back some memories from like 20 years ago. Again, this thing here would sell out so fast, like you wouldn't believe. We'll just go see if it should be the same software skin. No, this thing is off now. A couple other things. There's some storage down here. You got your wireless charging, all of that. That's already falling apart. I don't know. The quality's good, but I think that's a bit loose. Again, or it's a pre-production version. There's a lot of pre-production cars here. Have another look at the Explorer. Super cool that they're doing it. Oh, this thing looks great. But I think if I had to pick something from Ford right now, here, like, go Greg, you got to take one car home, back with you to Canada. I'm taking that Capri. I'm taking the Capri. I think this thing looks great, specifically in the Ford blue. It's perfect. Maybe not those wheels.
Just a little bit more.
But yeah, it kind of has that Polestar 2 look going on, as we already know. But super, super cool. Ford did a good job on this. I don't know why people are so upset, but as again I said, it's like the Mustang Mach-E. It's the exact same thing that's going on. The Mustang guys hate this thing back at home, and the Capri lovers hate the Capri here. It's this generational gap that's going on. Let's have a look up inside the Ford booth. Not much going on in here, actually. Not much going on in here. Nothing at all. We don't need to waste too much time here, actually. We don't need to waste too much time. So that's going to be it from the Ford display here at Everything Electric. I gave my thoughts on these. Maybe we'll get to drive one later. As I said, we're having a bit of a licensing issue. I haven't heard back yet on that front. This Explorer is what Ford should be selling in Canada and in the United States. It just looks so good, but their whole electrification strategy right now in North America is kind of all over the place. This thing would sell extremely well if it was priced properly. It would sell well. It would also eat a lot into the Mach-E, but I think this is a better choice. And the Capri over here, well, I think we've said enough on the Capri already, actually. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I think it looks great. Again, has to be priced properly because now there's so much competition in this market, and that's what it's really about. Increased competition, trying to get the prices down, trying to have more options for the consumers. So that's it. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll leave it from here at the Ford display at Everything Electric.